So tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today on the Geek Bros podcast, episode 130, we've got HBO Max's Titans season 3 trailer review, Steam's deck news and review, whatever that means, Netflix to begin offering video games, Marvel's What If trailer review or reaction, Deadpool Joins MCU in free guide trailer breakdown with Thor's Korg. I don't know what this is. Schmigadoon Apple TV series, Space Jam, a new legacy movie review, Loki Season Finale review, at Love, Death, and Robots Season 2, Episode 8 review. All this and more in this week's episode. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes. Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. I'm Vibe, and with me are Darflex, Juancho, Man, and we are the hosts of Keeping the Geek Bros, a family podcast, allegedly. Darflex.
So, what's going on with the Geek Bros, bro?
Not much. There is unfortunately a delay with our Black Widow review. As you haven't seen it come out, this was this weekend. All the assets, I repeat, all the assets, the lower thirds, the graphics, the motion, all of it aren't working anymore. It looks like the several updates have gone by since the last time I actually opened up that template, and none of them are working. So I either have to rebuild the assets, and I don't know if it's going to work on the new update, or I have to create a brand new intro, and that's going to take me some time. So I don't know yet how I'm going to solve this issue. The episode it's pretty much on the timeline. It's trimmed. It needs the glitter, but the glitter is what's the problem. So there's going to be a delay, but I guarantee you that first fantastic in-person drinking mango vodka episode will be out as soon as I can figure out what to do with our graphics. All right, we're gonna move forward. Juancho,
what's going on? I'm trying to fix my light here, so I completely threw off because I'm trying to fix.
Gents, what's going on? What's on your mind? Let's start with Darflex.
All right, so I went to the farmers market this weekend just to pick up some vegetables.
Mando Ranch?
No. I went to Yellow Green Farmers Market just to grab some shit for my dogs. So there's this like stand now that sells like gummies, like edibles and like pre-rolled joints, and what looks like to be marijuana. I'm like, oh, well, they're selling this legally. This has to be CBD, right? Me, like I should have known better. It's these Delta 8 like cannabis, right? Like you can buy the joints, you can buy the gummies, you can buy like the actual buds, like the flower. So I buy these fucking gummies, 10 gummies. I'm thinking, all right, it's like CBD, whatever, no big deal. I take one, whatever, wait about an hour, and then I said those famous last words. These edibles ain't shit. So I took another one, and I legit did not move for 20 hours yesterday. I was on my bed from I think 4 p.m. till 6:30 a.m. this morning.
That's
fucking great,
fantastic.
though. That's fucking great. Like so.
Were you sweating bullets?
Yeah, it was actually pretty hot. So I did.
Okay, then. So it really wasn't me.
Well, no, but I also ate like 5 pounds of red meat. So. But if you guys are looking for legal marijuana, Delta 8, that's what you're looking for. You can buy them at like most farmers markets now, I guess. Delta 9 is the illegal variant that is a class 1 drug. Schedule 1 drug. Other than that, just trucking along. Got fighters going on. If you guys saw, my boy Dustin beat Conor McGregor. It was an unfortunate victory, but whatever.
Why do you say unfortunate?
I would have liked the world to have seen what Dustin could have really done, and I think he would have pieced out Conor in the second round via TKO. Unfortunately, we did not get to see that.
Has Conor McGregor passed his prime now?
I mean, yeah. But like for the very best reason in the world, he's fucking almost a billionaire. He got a hot wife and kids. I mean, and he is still arguably in his prime one of the most dominant fighters to have graced the octagon. So
in your opinion, is it time to bow out gracefully?
He should have never even taken this fight. Honestly, he should have retired. But there's a couple things that I think into consideration. Maybe he truly does love this sport because it's definitely not about the money. He sold his whiskey company for I think $600 million. So it's not about the money. Maybe the sale there could have been a contingency in the sale of the whiskey. Like, hey, we want your whiskey, but this whiskey sells because your name, so we need you to fight at least 3 more times if you're selling your whiskey. That could be something. It's a conspiracy, but maybe.
I mean that makes sense. I mean, it's
it's like, hey man, when you fight, whiskey sales go up.
So
maybe with the sale, it's like, hey, it's probably, hey, we'll buy your whiskey, but we need you to fight 3 more times. That could be another thing.
Okay,
it could be a consideration.
How bad was that break though? That leg break?
Not that bad. There's definitely been worse, and recently the UFC. This is very minimal. There was like no actual actual huge fracture. It was more so just muscular than anything.
Is that my doorbell?
A couple of reattachments.
That was my doorbell. You guys keep talking. I'm curious what this is.
Your mail stripper.
Or here's SWAT.
No, it's a mail stripper.
Or ice.
He's gonna get swatted.
He just muted his mic.
All right, so what about you, Juancho? Tell us about your day or week or whatever.
Just chilling, being a father, looking for houses, chilling, doing my thing, playing video game, playing Yakuza. Still.
You still in the jacuzzis? How's it feel?
Wonderful. I'm now on the last game before I jump into the detective game, which is standalone story. But so far,
I love standalone story.
It's good. It's pretty good. That's pretty much it. Nothing fun. Too bad. Just waiting to go back to work.
Well, what about enjoying and loving?
That I discovered that it's good fun being a father.
That's good. That's good. I wish I could say the same. I mean, good. That's good stuff. Man, what's going on? What's up with you? What's a good word?
I really have absolutely nothing to report. It's been pretty boring week. Just working, same day to day as usual. Nothing new.
Wow, you guys make me want to slit my wrist. For me, what's new with me is I'm actually fully enjoying The Handmaid's Tale. Now, it's great. In my head canon, Children of Men, the movie, is a prequel to A Handmaid's Tale. It is a perfect blend of Children of Men and the Man in the High Castle. I love it. I don't really like the lead. She's not that attractive, or she's unattractive, and I can't stand her character, though she's a protagonist. But I love the world building. I love the flashbacks. It's just like if you just took her out, tell me what's going on in the world. Basically, it's about how America was taken over and split up into these evangelist Nazis. Like, it's the craziest thing. And and the entire world is kind of much against what used to be United States. The United States government is now whatever's left of it is now huddled in Canada. So it's like
hashtag Biden.
Huh? What?
Nothing.
That's what I'm talking about. So it's great. What do you? I can't stop. What are you doing, Juanjo?
My boom mic. I took it off from my camera.
Awesome.
He farted into it. Now he's
I'm actually loving it. So I recommend. I mean, this is a hot take. No review because it's really not a geek thing, but I recommend anybody that liked Children of Men, anybody that liked Man in the High Castle, or anything like that, check it out. Just get past that the protagonist, and you'll be enjoying it. All right. So without further ado, episode 130 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast. It's the right thing to do. We're moving on to the Fresh Scent. Geek Bros approved, that's air quotes, movies of the week. Space Jam, a new legacy movie review. Okay, superstar superstar LeBron James and his young son Dom get trapped in a digital space by a rogue AI. To get home safely, LeBron teams up with Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and the rest of the Looney Tune gang for a high-stakes basketball game against AI's digitized champions of the court, a powered-up roster called the Goon Squad. So, first, gentlemen, who watched this movie?
I did.
Me.
You did?
High
Everybody
as
did.
fuck.
Wow. All right. Who watched it in theaters?
Back.
Okay.
Only old people,
Sorry.
only old people go to theaters.
Can
That's
you
me.
beat that out? I'm really trying to not say that word anymore.
Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
There's-
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, but there's no way I can believe anything else. It's not gonna happen. So he's uncut, raw and uncut. So I guess let's do this is gonna be the review. We're gonna review this movie real quick because I'm not doing a real episode on this. It's not worth it for all my time.
No.
We're gonna do it on the podcast. So it's gonna be the good, the bad, the ugly. And then yes.
Ugh.
All right. The good. Let's start. We're gonna start with Juancho, the Darflex, the Manny, then me. Juancho, the good.
All the licenses, seeing them all there.
So you like Ready Player 2. Gotcha. Darflex, the good.
Don Cheadle.
Okay.
Bro, like it's the only fucking good thing in
Yeah,
that
but
fucking movie.
he hammed it up though. But anyway, Man, the good.
The credits.
Come here, go get my grumpy cat shirt. Come here. For me, the only good was the Michael Jordan joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
That was
only
good.
good. That was hilarious. Okay, spoiler alert. Basically, they're hyping it up. It's what is it? It's halftime. I think it's halftime. Or there's some kind of break, and
It's
LeBron is
halftime.
like, "You guys all suck. You guys suck." And then somebody says, "We found
Sylvester.
Michael."
Sylvester the cat.
He comes and says, "We found Michael Jordan." And they're hyping up. Everybody's smiling, and their eyes are getting glazed. You see these shoes walk in, and then it cuts to Michael B. Jordan. And that was the funniest shit. Like I died. That was the best thing for me. That was really funny. And he's like, "What do you want from us? It's been 25 years. We don't know what he looks like anymore." So it's a shame though. I really would have loved if Michael Jordan was in it because I still don't know if this movie is a spiritual reboot, a spiritual sequel, or just weird altogether. It referenced the first movie. You even saw the Monstars, the little aliens in the original animation. They showed up and they broke canon because they were all excited when the Looney Tunes were losing, and then were sad when they won. But
A lot can happen in 25 years.
Well, you're right, but still, I mean,
Look at China
Context.
and
no, we're not getting into politics here.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
all right, the bad, Juancho.
The bad was the story. I didn't like the story.
really.
But it was about family.
That's why we have Fast 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fast and the
Fourth
Furious.
Oh.
I didn't like the story. They could have done better with this whole Space Jam and
Well, which
LeBron.
part? The
whole
son
plot.
story, the AI story, the
The
whole thing.
whole story I didn't enjoy.
Okay. Darflex, the bad.
LeBron James.
Damn.
It's just
Listen.
mad.
Listen, I never have thoughts like these, but I mean, if I had 3 wishes,
If
Right,
I had
like,
one,
one of them would be that it was LeBron James in that fucking helicopter and not Kobe Bryant.
Oh shit! Because of this movie. God
Yes.
damn.
Yes, it's that bad, bro.
Okay, you see the 1990 something one, right? You think LeBron's acting was worse than Jordan's?
100%.
Okay.
You can see it. You can see it in his eyes and his fucking stupid mouth. Like he has like no expression. It's fuck, man. It's like trying to look at a fucking like Mass Effect Andromeda character.
Damn. Man, the bad.
Same, man. I hated the story. I hated the acting. There was really nothing that listen, 5 minutes into the movie, I was already done with this movie. Literally.
But I mean, the 5 minutes was a flashback to the past.
Exactly. I was already done with this fucking movie. Like,
Really?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was done. I was literally, I put it on for my daughters. We're watching it in my living room.
You just mad
And-
because he threw away his Game Boy. That's why.
I still have
It
mine.
wasn't even his.
Yeah. I
also-
still have mine. So whatever. I don't care about that. But you know, it
No,
just
you have to admit when he said, "Listen, sometimes if it doesn't work, just hit it on the side; it'll work." that brought back some feels. You know,
Oh yeah, I mean,
I was like, yeah, I remember that.
But still,
So,
yeah, it's
I
just
get it.
horrible.
The bad
Horrible.
for me was it was a story, but it wasn't. I mean, if you ignore the acting of both the kid and LeBron James, the story of a father trying to force his will upon his son, you know, I identify with that. Like, so I understood that. I appreciated that. Many of the skills that I have as an adult was my dad saying, you need to do this, period. So I was like, oh yeah, that I can feel that. But what I didn't like was the plot or the catalyst or whatever it was that led him to playing basketball in the cyberverse. The whole cyberverse just didn't make any sense to me, especially if this was supposed to be
like Spy Kids.
Especially if this was supposed to be a sequel to the first movie when they were just living underground. And then wasn't there like a Looney Tunes Strike Back, which was like supposed to be a sequel as well?
No. That's completely different.
No, Looney Tunes Strike
Brandon
Back.
Fraser?
Yeah, but there's a cameo of where they actually zip something and you see Michael Jordan say, well, let's do drills. So I thought that was a sequel.
Oh, Looney Tunes Back.
That was actually not a bad movie.
I never saw it. I didn't want to see that crap.
It was quite good.
It's like a dumbed down version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But no, I didn't.
That's a fucking movie.
I didn't like the AI, the story, the whole concept. Oh, I'm mad at you. Now I'm going to suck you into the computer verse, and I'm going to play like you play
American Patriot
and show everybody we
War
play
Machine.
so I get recognition. How do you? I mean, what I'm trying. Let's say Algae Rhythm won. How would that have made him recognized to the world? That's what I don't understand. Like, that's what he was doing. He was upset that LeBron said it's a stupid idea. Like, you see, now that I'm thinking about it, it's even worse. So that was the bad for me. The ugly, Juancho.
The plot, the story.
Thank you for your input.
No,
I get you. Darflex, the ugly.
LeBron James' portrayal as a father, and how LeBron James speaks up against human rights but ignores Hong Kong.
Okay, all right, I like it. Oh man, LeBron James doesn't care about Chinese people. Stop. Allegedly. Holy shit, allegedly. Man.
The bad for me was
ugly.
Jesus.
The ugly.
Oh, my bad. The ugly. Whatever. It's all bad. I wasn't a fan of cartoon LeBron. I wasn't a fan of CGI Looney Tunes and CGI LeBron. That was horrible.
There was CGI LeBron. When was there a CGI LeBron?
No,
CGI LeBron.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody else was CGI'd except LeBron. Like that was just.
Well, that was their way of saying that the Looney Tunes were in live action.
Yeah, same thing we did with Tom and Jerry. So
which was a horrible movie too. But yeah, I wasn't a fan. The voiceovering for that minute second of LeBron.
Oh God!
Horrible.
They should have kept LeBron James in the cartoon though. They should have seen more emotion.
Yeah, probably. But his voice wouldn't have matched the emotion.
His screaming annoyed the hell out of me. It was like he was trying to do the Will Smith, that Will Smith yell that he always did. Like it was just too much.
Yeah,
they should have just fucking like once he turned cartoon had Michael B. Jordan's voice fucking LeBron James.
That would be interesting. The ugly for me was the same. It was LeBron's acting. I couldn't do it. It was cringy, very, very cringy.
It hurt.
And it did. It just like I wouldn't be proud of.
He should kill himself.
Damn. I wouldn't be proud of this movie, if I was him. You know what I'm saying? I would feel I would look at it and say, do I have to go to the premiere? Because clearly. And it's funny.
You didn't have to spend money in it. You know that this is on HBO Max, so you just keep spending money.
told you that I didn't tell you, but I had
give up on movie theaters.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I had my friend's son, so we went out to the movie theater, and that's what we did. We went to the movie theater.
You sat at home, bought popcorn, bought candy.
I have the Cinemark. I have the Cinemark.
Don't give up on movie theaters.
I have the Cinemark. Whatever, it was $10 a month. You get a free movie. So I didn't pay for the movie tickets, and I got a discount on the snacks. I paid just the same amount I would have paid it. I was like,
it's the same thing you said last week about.
If I had the time, I'd go to Cinemark too.
No, exactly. I enjoy the movie experience. I don't care what you say. Movies are not meant to be watched on a tiny screen, even if it's 60 inches. It's meant to be on a friggin' big projector. So that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, the ugly for me was LeBron James acting. It was terrible. The movie was bad. It was a bad movie. Even the child I took with me looked at me and said, "Can we go home now?" And I was like, "Look, this is Bugs Bunny. Yep, but can we go home?" Halfway through the movie,
It was fun though. I enjoyed the fun part of it. I thought the part was fun of it.
So you said there's nothing good about it. What was the good?
The story wasn't good, but there were still fun parts with it.
Well,
seeing Rick and Morty, that was fun.
That was surprising, but it wasn't fun.
When they were picking up the Looney Tunes through all the universe of the verses of the universe of Warner Brothers.
You mean fun or funny?
No, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed.
How come you didn't mention this during the good?
Because the good was just, what was my good again?
And then because
because of the license, I'm mentioning them. When they went through the Harry Potter world, where was the other Looney Tunes? When it went to the Matrix, there was another one. So that's why I enjoyed the licenses. That was the fun part of it. Besides that, I didn't like the story. It wasn't very grabby.
On some real shit, they should have had like the live action Titans on there, just fucking showing titties and shit.
But it's a family.
No, this movie should have been rated
R. Family movie.
Why? How could you justify this movie being rated R?
They start like killing each other.
Unless every time somebody threw a basketball and it bounced, it smashed somebody's face in or something. Like I don't know. I know what it worked.
Yeah, it could be like
I wish I knew how they got Justin Roiland to bring Rick and Morty into that garbage. Nothing about that. I don't
money.
know. Yeah, I know, but it's like I don't want my.
And there's an HBO.
But also, they don't have a lot going for them other than those 2-3 shows they got.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but that's a lot of stuff. But all right, so let's wrap it up. Recommend the movie.
No.
Nah. If you want to wait to DVD or free on streaming once and after, go ahead and watch it. If not, don't bother spending.
I mean, it's free streaming. Yeah. So like
unless you pay for it. So I'm saying once it's like
HBO Max.
Yeah.
Either that or one of the streaming things that give it free for free.
What's free on HBO Max for a month?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
It's free on HBO Max for a month.
Yes.
I recommend you watching it high as fuck.
Well, maybe because
but sober. Nah.
Man,
I mean, like if you have kids, the kids won't even get it.
No, the kids won't get it.
I already said when we first talked about this coming out that I didn't want to watch this movie because it was going to ruin the first one for me. I would only suggest watching it with small children. It might be entertaining for them.
It wasn't. I wanted to with a 5-year-old. It didn't work.
Well, my girls were like, "Oh, well, they've never really watched Looney Tunes either." So they were like, "Oh my God, Bugs Bunny, yeah." But yeah, no, don't watch this movie. This is
keep talking without me. I have to get the door.
No, get that door, sucker. Yeah, I agree. It's not worth it not to pay for. Definitely don't rent it. Just if you can, play it in the background if you want to watch it because there's not enough going on to keep your attention. There really isn't. And if I wasn't afraid of the bright light of my phone causing people to throw shit at me, I would have been on my phone the entire time. To be honest with you, I would like to formally apologize to Black Widow because Black Widow was 10, 20, 30, 100 times more entertaining and engaging than this movie. And I tend to do that a lot. Apologize for the previously crappy movie because I see a different one. But that's it. So, see it at your own peril. If you did watch it, I would love for you to email us, geekbros at 0GEKBRO0S. Let us know what you think of this movie, especially when it's compared to the original and tell me how you feel because, it's unfortunate. All right, we're moving on to what's new in the gaming world. Geek Bros approved Geek Bros approved video games released this week. Brought to you by Juancho.
Clown in a House comes out on PC. All these games are going to be July 20th.
Wow.
Cut and Reboot on PS4 and the Switch. Christ Tales on the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Stadia. Death Door for PC, Xbox Series X, Xbox One. Fall Guys Season 4 for PC and PS4. July 21st, you have the Frostpunk The Last Autumn DLC, Frostpunk On the Edge DLC, and Frostpunk The Rifts DLC for PS4 and Xbox One. Pokemon Unite on the Switch, July 21st.
Pokemon what?
Pokemon Unite is similar to what is the name? Dota? Yes, it's like Dota. It's like Dota.
Okay, all right. I gotta check this out.
Urban League.
Is that something that's one of those downloadable ones, right? It's not something you can buy. It's probably something.
I think this is something you have to buy. I'm not 100% sure.
Let me look this.
Okay, so Song of Farka on July 21st.
Unite. There it is.
Super Sami Roll. Waves of Steel. On the next games come out on July 22nd. Last Stop. And July 23rd, which will round up for the week, it's going to be Akiba Strip, Hellbound, and Debris Feed on PS4 and Switch, Observer and System Redux, and
Well, this looks like a lot of
3.
fun.
So those are the games out this week.
Yo, Pokemon Unite looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's like it's an urban
like-
league or urban legend.
I am all about this. When does this come out?
The 21st.
What is today? Today's the night. Okay, I'm checking this out, and I'll give you guys a review. I'm absolutely all on this. I'm all on this.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
The next thing we're going to be discussing is Yakuza Like a Dragon. The game is game 7 of the series, of the main series. This one will start a new protagonist in the video game. Once the endings of 6, Kiryu goes off into the sunset, and the new protagonist comes in. There is some mention of the certain clans, and they're still active in the city, so it's a lot of fun. The only thing is that the game now are switching the mechanics of gameplay. 1 through 6 or 0 through 6, if I'm corrected, were live action fighting. Now this one is going to be a RPG style, so turn-based fighting. Amazing. They did a great job to incorporate it into the game. It plays similar to Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy with the way the mechanics go. Open world to a certain point. You still have a map that you're locked to, but it's open. You can go into shops, you can buy equipment, you can put on gear, you can upgrade. The only thing is you don't mess with the what's it called? The skills. The skills are automatically inputted. What makes the difference is the equipment that you put on. So far it's great. It's a great series. I'm enjoying the hell out of this series. And yeah, the next series game I should be playing should be Judgment, which is a sub story within the Yakuza world, and we'll go from there.
It's okay. You can say it the way you with your accent, but it's all right. I caught that change. It's okay. I swear we won't bug you about it much longer. All right. Appreciate that. Anyways, so check out Yakuza and Like a Dragon, and we're gonna move on to the RJ Effect. Steam's deck news and review. I don't know what that means, Juancho. You gotta.
I didn't add that on there, but okay, someone added it. All right. So Valve.
Okay.
Epic World, Steam. They are launching their own version of the Switch, better version of the Switch. Think of it as your computer, your HP gaming computer, but think about it as a Switch device where you can dock it and be able to connect a monitor, connect a keyboard, connect a mouse, and actually undock it and take it with you to play games that are Steam libraries. So you can play games like Horizon Zero Dawn, which was a PS4 exclusive, which now came to PC. Different type of Star Wars, Control, different type of Steam related games. So any PC game that is you can purchase through Steam, you can play it on there. You can play Stardew Valley.
I can play Civilizations.
You can play Civilizations on there.
Civilizations, all that matters.
The mechanics are: this has an AMD APU, CPU Zen 2, a GPU of an RDNA, and a RAM of 16 gigabytes. So that's good. The storage changes prices. You got a 64 gig, a 24 gigabytes, and a 512 gigabytes high-speed NVMe SSD, third or fourth generation. So the higher the grade of storage, you get a higher storage. So has each version has a better what's called better version of itself. So let me give you that real quick. My tongue hurts. Sorry guys.
What hurts? Your tongue hurts?
Oh yeah, my tongue hurts from you. All right. Where is it? Okay, so it is supposed they did I was reading today that the little thumbsticks were supposed to adjust that what is it called? The issue that Nintendo Switch has, the drift. So
the drift.
Right.
Yeah, these triggers have an issue, a way for it to prevent that drift from happening. You can actually play with the trackpad. There's a trackpad on the device itself on both sides, or you can play with both the joysticks, and you also have buttons on the sides. There's buttons everywhere. There's everything going on where you can use it. I personally I'm not gonna get it just because I already have a gaming PC. I already have a Switch, so there's no reason for me to get it.
It looks like a Game Gear. If I tell you it's true, it looks like a Game Gear.
It's a very it's how do I explain it? You know, there's the new Switch OLED, which is a little bit bigger. That's what it is. It's just a better version of you can install Microsoft, you can start different iOS, you can even install what's called ROMs on there to play other consoles, other games. So it's basically a handheld computer, but that plays directly Steam.
Do the controllers detach from it? It doesn't look like it.
No.
Oh,
no.
So it's a Game Gear.
It's a Game Gear on steroids compared to its time, basically.
No, of course. I mean,
so in a way, the Valve decided to actually be able to help people not get from scalpers, because scalpers are going to take this and run with it like they did with the Xbox Series. They actually put a way that if you bought anything through Steam from July 24th and before, you will get a way to actually pay $5. That $5 goes to put towards the console, but it puts you on a reserve list. Once your turn is ready, they will email you so you can purchase it. But if you didn't purchase anything before July 21st, you will not be able to pre-order the console.
Wow.
So this is a way. Yeah. So this is a way for you to be able to prevent from the scalper. So the different prices. So you got $399, $529, and $649. The $649 gives you the faster storage, premium anti-glare etch glass, exclusive carrying case, exclusive Steam community profile bundle, exclusive virtual keyboard theme. The $529 faster storage, carrying case, exclusive Steam community profile. That's it. Then the $399 is just the carrying case. This is great. It's actually probably gonna wake up Nintendo and how they are going to, because if this thing takes off, this will be a great competition with Nintendo.
Yeah, but as PC gamers, are they on the same level as the console gamers in terms of numbers?
What do you mean? Repeat the question.
This is for PC gamers, clearly, right?
This is not for PC gamers. This is for gamers who cannot play games that are on PC, meaning that there's certain games like Civilization that, yes, you have it on the consoles. No, sorry, no. How do I explain? There's different PC games that you can play. I'll give you an example. People who have Switch or who have Xbox, you can play Horizon Zero Dawn. You can play Death Stranding on a Xbox or on a Switch, correct?
Correct.
The only games that those are available right now are through PC. You'll need a PC to play those games, and you need a high-end PC to be able to play those games at a better and a good graphic amount. This is great for them. This is great for carrying the game. So in case I know we were talking in the chat, and Rasa made a point. This is carried on for people who have who are parents or who are on the road, go all the time. This is great. If this device came out before I built my PC, I would have gotten this because it's a dockle. All you think you need is a good, powerful screen. You dock it, you're set to go. $649, and you can install iOSs in there. You can install Microsoft. You can install whatever it is that helps you run the system, and you're good. Even emulators.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't see myself buying one, but I definitely like what it's about. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of playing Civilizations to go. To be honest with you,
you already have a laptop, so you have it to go.
Yeah, but
you can take it to work. You can play Civilization on your tables back there at MSF.
I mean, do you remember when you went back in the old days when you first got the Switch? You would play Mario Kart or whatever while we were podcasting. It was like there, and I think one episode we actually played together on air. So something like that, yeah, it's cool for something like that. Like I would absolutely, but I mean, I may never get it, but I know I'm not going to get it. But it's a cool idea. I like it. It looks good. It really makes me want to go find my old Game Gear and sell it. So, Manny, what do you think of this? This is kind of cool. What do you think?
Like Juancho said, if this came out like 2 years ago, maybe. Right now, I just got this laptop last year at some point, and this is where I play my PC games. So it's a little too late for me at this point.
Plus, I've got a laptop. It's less than a year old too. And,
yeah. So, plus, I'm not really a portable game player. Like
really,
my Switch, it's always docked. I never take it off.
I look, man. When I got my Switch, that thing for the first year and a half went with me everywhere. Especially when it San Andreas Forest. Come on now, I sat there and played like the kids run off. I was just playing my game, playing Let's Go Pikachu. I I am a handheld gaming connoisseur. I love them. The Game Gear, the Game Boys, the Advances, all of them. I love it. I even had the PSP. I had the Vita. Every handheld that came out, I would buy it automatically.
Like this one.
I think what it is for me is just that the smaller screen doesn't do it for me, because I tried the xCloud on my phone and I was over it in 5 minutes.
But your phone but the phones are even smaller and they only have touchpads. Like I hate that. You can get the controllers for them.
No, yeah, you can take any Xbox controller and Bluetooth it to your phone and it'll work. But it just I didn't care for it.
I get you. All right, we're gonna move on to Schmigadoon. Apple TV series. On a backpacking trip designed to reinvigorate their relationship, a couple discovers a magical town living in a 1940s musical, and they learn they can't leave until they find true love. Whose topic is this? Is it your topic, Juancho?
Yes.
Do you want to know who the main character is in this?
Who?
Keegan-Michael Key.
Who's that?
From Key and Peele.
From Key and Peele?
I don't know who that is. Let me.
Okay, so back to it. So I was going through what to watch yesterday night, and I saw this. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch
the guy with the face.
I simply adore Dove Cameron. She's such a cute blonde. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch it to see how she acts in this one.
She is.
I love this show so much. And besides that, it's a musical show. It's actually really fun to watch. It was really quirky in a way that the backdrop makes you look like they're in a fake world, which they technically are. They're like a magical 1940s musical stuck in the world. But
I'm gonna ruin your life, Juancho.
It's actually not bad.
I'm gonna show you before and after of this chick. Have you seen the before and after picture of this chick?
Of course.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll send it right to you. Before and after. She is all product.
Let's see.
She is all product, dog. Like,
I've seen her Instagram. So it's okay. Either besides that. But yeah. It has some good actors. There's Alan coming in there. Keegan-Michael Key, Kristen Chenoweth, Ariane DeBrose.
Wasn't she?
Fred Emerson.
She was the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., wasn't she?
Yep. Jane Kowalski, Martin Short, Jamie Camel. So there's a few actors on there. I actually really going to follow the series every Friday. Apple TV.
You have Apple TV?
Yeah, I got it free because of my Apple when I bought.
Hey, guess what? You could have Apple TV too if you.
I know. Shut up! I need to get my thing back. Okay. Damn it. All right.
He's not gonna get it back.
Have you wait? Speaking of Apple TV, have you seen that show with the Australian Asian girl and?
Yeah, I've watched it. Mythical Quest.
Yeah. Do you like it? Is it nice?
Yeah.
I need access to your Apple TV so I can watch that.
It's a good take on The Office, kind of off at times.
Really?
It's quite entertaining. I enjoy it a lot.
Maybe you should review it next time. Okay, so we're gonna move on to he's not here again. So unfortunately, Darflex had to dip out because of reasons. So once again, supplements for gamers. 3 episodes in a row. I'm deleting this off the list. We're moving on to Madman's side piece. What if Disney Plus series trailer reaction? We're gonna pop it up right now. Are we gonna pop an ass open? Let's go. Let's check this out.
I like popping. Pop.
Okay.
Pop. No dead air. Pop.
Popping its nuts.
Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'd be out of a job with peace.
That doesn't sound like his voice. That's not Tony. That's not.
Do we know each other?
Is that his voice?
Yeah.
Time.
Sound like it.
No, I don't think.
Reality. It's changeable.
Okay.
Where you want to be? That's the question, isn't it?
Every universe is different. Each one unique.
Slow down a little bit. There's a few people in the room that don't understand. Not me. I get it.
Yes.
Who are you?
The name's Captain Carter.
Scheiße!
I am the Watcher. I observe all that transpires here. But I do not, cannot, will not interfere. I guess I have to freestyle then.
Hey!
We have you outnumbered.
A Ravager never flies solo. I said never flies solo.
Is that some kind of catchphrase?
You had me worried for a second.
Journey to face the unknown and ponder the question. What if?
I like that. I like that. Okay. What do you guys think?
Like that, huh?
I can't wait to see more of the Watchers. I think Watchers is one of my most favorite characters in the Marvel universe.
The Watcher during Loki.
The
question that they're gonna have to ask me is where was the Watcher during Loki?
The Watchers can't make any decision. They can't intervene. They're literally just watching over Earth. They're just there, just watching.
Oh, okay.
They don't do anything, but they're really powerful.
Then what's the point of them then?
That's for you.
They watch. That's watch. That's what they do is watch.
I mean, we already saw them. Which movie was that? Ragnarok?
Nope, the ending of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah. What? Yeah, it was. So we saw them a little bit. So
this series is set to come out August 11th of this year.
Taking too long.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Shouldn't have right after Loki.
Disney Plus is all over the place right now. The entire cast is all of the original actors. Everybody that played, except for what's his name? Chadwick Boseman.
No, I think that's his voice. I don't know.
It's his voice.
It sounds weird. All the voices sound weird.
Yeah.
But no, I swear to God, that's not Robert Downey Jr.'s voice. It doesn't sound
according to what I'm seeing here. Oh no, actually, you know what? That's Howard Stark. Yeah, it's everybody that was there.
Okay.
All the original actors, they are portraying their cartoon-ish.
Well, I mean, damn. But carry on.
But yeah, I'm excited to this because it gives a different take on what else could happen on different timelines if somebody else was different or anything of the sort. So I'm excited. I want to see this.
It's going to be great for the beginning of the multiverse, just because. Yep. And they're going to be mentioned a lot with the Watchers. Now, I remember I mentioned earlier what the Watchers are. They are a cosmic being. They watch over the whole universe. They're very powerful. They're able to change time, personal attributes, space manipulation, molecular manipulation, energy projection, and range of mental powers. They're considered omnipotent entities. So they're the all-powerful doing...
Did you mean omnipotent?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure that was what you were saying.
Yep. So yeah, that's what they are. So it's gonna be fun to watch because literally, I think this is gonna touch a lot of the multiverse, and then we're gonna see this into the next several of the MCU Phase 4 movies that are gonna be coming out, and hopefully you see in the Spider-Man trailer. I know this is side topic, but hopefully we get to see it soon.
Hopefully, because this is supposed to tie up directly into all that. So I'm excited.
What's supposed to tie into what?
This what if is supposed to tie it is part of Phase 4.
So this is actually, I thought it was just a side thing.
No.
It's all connected. Wow.
Yeah,
it's
all
very interesting.
Connected.
Very
you know
interesting.
what? And I just screwed up. Hold on.
What'd you do?
Before we move forward. Okay, there we go.
All right, so moving forward, Netflix to begin offering video games. Hit it, man.
So there's not really much to bring this up. It's just they're dealing with their competitors as usual, because Apple TV Plus or whatever the hell it's called, that has their little arcade game thing on the side. So it's just a means to step up to their competitors and a reason to continue raising their prices in the future.
Yeah, so this article comes from Bloomberg.com. So it says Netflix Incorporated, marking its first big move beyond TV shows and films, is planning on expansion into video games and has hired a former Electronic Arts Incorporated and Facebook Inc. executive to lead the effort. Mike Verdu will join Netflix as Vice President of Game Development, reporting to Chief Operating Officer Greg Peters. The company is said on Wednesday. Verdu was previously Facebook's Vice President in charge of working with developing to bring games and other content to Oculus virtual reality headsets. The idea is to offer video games on Netflix streaming platforms within the next year. According to a person familiar with the situation, the games will appear alongside the current fare as a new programming genre. Similar to what Netflix did with documentaries or stand-up specials, the company does not currently plan to charge extra for the content, said the person who asked not to be identified. So that's interesting. So this is going to be an extension. Here's the thing. What is it being played on? That's the question.
There's no details about it whatsoever. Just the fact that
that's great. You can like okay, so like GameFly, you can borrow the game, but you have the consoles. So if you're going to be offering like your own version of Game Pass or something, what console is this being played on? You know what I'm saying? How are you getting this done? How is this working? So
they're still working on it. Down here, if you scroll further down.
Listen, they want to get this done by next year.
Right, but
so clearly they're not going to develop their own console. So like, what are they going to do?
They're going to figure it out. They're trying to decide which actual direction going to go within the coming months. They have the money for it.
They do.
Obviously,
they do.
So
they do. All the money they might spend on season 2 of
Love Death
that too, or Crystal, or even the other show. What was it? Jupiter's Legacy. You better put them. Bastards.
So someone else is probably gonna pick that up. But anyway,
no,
but yeah, it's
Netflix
just,
holds up to the licenses till they die.
Yeah, they do. That's a sad story.
I want to follow this story. I want to follow this because I am dying to see if this is gonna be the next Stadium. I need to follow this story. So please, guys, check it out. Keep following this because if I don't see how this is gonna work. And if it does work, it's probably gonna be a brilliant out of the box concept. So I can't wait.
It's gonna be just much like the the KFC gaming console that they announced.
Exactly, right? Because I'm telling you right now, Netflix bringing games, they're not just cutting into their own movie streamers. They're cutting into Game Pass. They're cutting into Sony Online. You see what I'm trying to say? Like they're not gonna go to Sony and say, hey, listen, can we license your game so they can play it through our Netflix app on your content? No, it's not gonna work out. See what I'm saying? So how are they going to do this? And from what you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm really curious. What's happening now? Okay, so Flex had something pressing to do. He's gone. Juancho has the bubble guts, so he's out right now.
That's all right. So it's just me and you again.
Well, at least we're consistent, Okay. Thanks for tuning into the last of the nice guys. Let me stop. All right.
The only two guys.
The only two guys. All right, we're gonna move on to the cure for your common day. Deadpool joins MCU in Free Guy trailer breakdown with Korg. Not much to say. There's a video out there. It's kind of cute. It's a reaction video to Free Guy. It's got Korg. It's got Deadpool in it. And actually, they spent the money on the CGI for Korg. I was quite impressed that I don't know who, and it was voiced by Taika Waititi. And they just basically made fun of the trailer and whatever. And that's allegedly his first, joining the MCU nonsense. But, they're all in one company, and that's great synergy right there. So it's cute. You should check it out. It's actually quite funny. I enjoyed it. And again, very impressive. They spent the money on the CGI to bring Korg to life for a YouTube video. Okay, a YouTube video. I need to step my game up. All right, so we're gonna move on to Love, Death, Robots Season 2, Episode 8, The Drowned Giant. In the season finale, God help us, the body of a colossal young man washes ashore and becomes an object of fascination for the locals. All I will say about this is the concept was sound, the animation delightful. Other than that, this was a very introspective episode, and I didn't care for it. I was waiting for something of merit, something interesting to happen. It was just So man,
I feel you on that one, man. I was the whole reason why I continued watching the episode was to see if something was gonna happen. Like,
exactly.
he was just gonna wake up and be like, "What the hell's like what's the story with the giant and the little people?" It's like an old
Gulliver's Travels, something like that.
Yes. Gulliver, yeah. Like it's pretty much the same idealistic. It's just that it's it's more modern,
right,
and more scientific because
right.
you know in the episode they actually take apart
Yeah,
giant. You know,
exactly.
he's got his flabby
Idiot.
penis all over the. It's just.
But here's the thing, I expected it to end again, like weird. Like, I expected like some kind of Attack on Titan shit. I was expecting. I knew. Look, it's clear that giant was dead. That's clear. What I expected at the end, one or more giants raising up out of the water, and then like everybody's looking at them and just cut to black.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
something like they were looking for him. Something was going to happen, and it didn't. This is just a constant letdown, this entire season was.
It was so. I mean, don't get me wrong. Very introspective, very cerebral. I didn't give a shit. No. I didn't give a shit.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about episode 8, The Drowned Man, Love, Death, Robots.
Oh, I thought. What is this one? This was a work of art episode for me. I enjoy this episode so much.
Keep forgetting to do this. Jesus.
It was actually very very heartwarming. It was really, really, really well done. Artistically wise, CGI wise, it was very, very beautiful.
No, it was a beautiful episode, and the concept was sound.
Seeing how the man was decaying, and he kept talking about how the decay, and just how it just decayed all by itself, and then you start seeing pieces of him throughout the town. It was great. It was just great. The mystery.
All of that was great, and that's what we're saying. All that is great. What we expected to happen for this show did not happen.
Was something we expected something to happen.
There was no twist.
Did you? Let me ask you a question, huh?
What were we expecting? Because when the first couple seconds of this episode, I already know we're not going to have something grand. It's the final. The season has been shit throughout the whole season. I was just expecting another story. I was not expecting like a.
So I was so disheartened that he went into this episode saying he wasn't expecting anything, and because he wasn't expecting anything, he was not.
We were saying that maybe at some point, like it would wake up, the giant would wake up, and then okay, never mind. They cut him down to smaller sizes, smaller pieces, whatever. And then there's pieces of him around the town. Okay, what if they're like giants that were looking for him, came out of the water and was like, whatever. But it ended like every other fucking episode did.
Yeah,
like shit.
Like nothing. It ended like nothing. We expected nothing happened. And that's what drives me nuts. Nothing happened.
It would have been a little bit more. It would have been a little bit more interesting. But it would have been a little bit more interesting if we knew like how he got there, what killed him, how to get there. But that's it.
No, I don't care. I think that it would. This episode could have gone exactly the way it went, but at the end, have like another giant show up just real quick, and
all you need is a big hand. Just
it. Just coming up out of the water and cut. I'd have been like, ooh.
I didn't know that. I already this episode, this final episode, did not deserve that because of the season went.
Yeah,
I did not deserve it. But
so all in all,
the mystery is there.
All in all, because I was gonna do like a full retrospect on season 2, but I really don't care. So we can just do it right here, right now. Overall review of season 2 of Love, Death, Robots. Juancho.
Review as to like what, like if I
whether you like it, you didn't like it, you recommend it. Just that.
I will recommend it just to watch it, just so you can continue the season. But I did not like the season. This season was not good at all. The stories, the some of the stories were not good. Some of them made no sense. I just did not, compared to season 1, which was fantastic. You cannot just save one episode. A season cannot rely on just one episode. And I think that all the money went to Michael B. Jordan's episode, and for that reasoning, the rest of the other episodes were not good. That's just my opinion on that. Because
I like that, because it's true. Michael B. Jordan's episode really was the only good one of the season. Man, season 2 of Love, Death, Robots.
So before I get to season 2, I am reading up that they are speaking. They've green-lighted a season 3 for 8 episodes to be announced to be announced for its first air date in 2022. So we don't have a set date yet. I mean, with having seen season 2, I I don't even know.
I wish Netflix released the numbers. I wish they released their audience numbers. I swear to God, that the numbers had to have tanked. Had to have tanked for season 2 because of how bland the storytelling was.
Because I have nothing good to say about season 2 whatsoever. Like,
but they're going the route of Black Mirror. Black Mirror was very, very depressing, very, very, call it desolate, very melancholy, very pessimistic. And as the seasons progressed, and on Netflix now, when Netflix picked it up, it became more optimistic. Dare I say, a happy ending after a while. Like the last season was garbage because you had happy endings. Love, Death, Robots is supposed to be melancholy, dystopian type of stuff, not anything like smiles and rainbows.
I thought that like episode 1, I really enjoyed episode 1 a lot.
Of what?
I really did. Of Love, Death, Robots season 2, I enjoyed that episode with the dogs and the
I thought robots. It was cute. It was cute.
So I'm like, okay, this is good. They're continuing having the same feel of season 1.
It was cute.
After that, just went down. One episode picked it up, it went back down.
I literally do not think that episode 1 was a good start. Episode 1 was a good start. It was cute, but it wasn't a start. The only 2 breakout episodes, the one with the train, right? The one with the train and Michael B. Jordan. That's it. Tall Grass, because I liked the concept of it. I just hated how it ended. And Michael B. Jordan's one, because it was just really cool to look at.
I have 3. No, sorry, 4. The first episode, the train, the whales, that was fantastic.
No,
that was really great. I enjoyed it visually, and story-wise it was just really fun to watch.
So you liked half the season,
and the what is it called, the final episode.
Yeah. All
right.
So yeah, that's about it. So until next season, yes, we will review one episode after another like we did last time, just because it's tradition. But I'm not looking forward to season 3. This season thoroughly gutted me. What I probably need to do is watch season 1 over again before season 3, so I can get excited like I did before for part 2. All right, so lastly, it's Loki episode 6 for all time, the finale. The clock is ticking on the season finale, which finds Loki and Sylvie on a date with destiny. So let's discuss this episode before we wrap it up. Juancho, how did you feel about this episode? Spoilers, everybody, by the way.
Enjoyed this episode a lot. From
Why?
The beginning to the end, because it's the beginning of the multiverse. Is how the multiverse is going to come to the MCU. Fantastic way to bring it in, showing off Khan the Conqueror. Great way to present it. I did not what's it called. I enjoyed the way that they presented the character. I was expecting an alien being, but he had said I have a different variants of myself. So maybe another variant looks differently. I can't wait to see what happens. How does this affect the rest of the MCU? I did not like that the whole having pinned the Lokis together. I thought they were going to be able to unite and try to but that ticked me off a little bit. I was like, oh, why?
No, I saw that coming.
I know I did too, but I didn't want to. I didn't want them to go that route because they humanized freaking Loki. They made him into a human throughout this whole series.
Yeah.
And then at the end,
he was more human in what was it, like a week of his time than the entire MCU.
And then right at the end, when they just spend the whole series humanizing him, they screw him over, and then he's there thinking to himself, I should have never done this shit. And then he's like, oh, you know what? I have to save the world. There's someone coming here. And to surprise, he's in a different freaking alternate universe. That was like, why? Why do we have to go that route? Now we have to wait for season 2 to explain what's going to happen to him. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, apparently he's supposed to show up in the Multiverse of Madness, so
overall, good, solid episode. It wasn't like what I expected it to happen. I did enjoy seeing Khan the Conqueror. I expected more fights with him. Like, he was just very dull at times. So I was like, come on, they can do better. But it's okay. That's okay. It's that final. It's not the end of the series. It's the last episode. It's introducing to the multiverse, which has a lot of opening stories as to what can happen, and we'll see where it goes.
All right, Man, Loki, the final episode of season 1. Suck it to us.
I mean, I liked where they were going with it. I didn't like the humanization of of Loki. I didn't like the fact that you know, the whole basis with you know, him falling in love with himself and all that nonsense. Like, I'm all about, you know, Sylvie, you know, get it, you know, whatever. But it was too much, man. It's just like it was too much. What I did like though was seeing what's his name? I'm looking for it right now. Jonathan Majors, which is Khan the Conqueror. This guy right here. No, the only reason why I'm saying that is because they canceled his other show. So
what show is
now
that?
we get Lovecraft Country.
Oh.
So now we get to see him because I mean, if you watch Lovecraft Country and then you see like his acting method there, and then you see him in Loki, it was kind of more. It was a little different than what you're used to from seeing the other show. But I rather liked how they introduced to the touching of the multiverse and the multi-universe and see where it's going to go. So I enjoyed this episode. I just want to see what's going to happen next. I do want to see the next season. Although this is the only Disney Plus Marvel series that was green-lighted for a season 2.
It's the only Marvel Plus series.
Yeah, WandaVision was only one.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess fucking so WandaVision couldn't. I mean, if they do it, I don't know what they're gonna bring WandaVision back again. So, all right. So I did not enjoy this finale. It was, for lack of a better word, boring. It was an exposition dump. They dropped all of it at the end, just talking, sitting in a room. It's like basically they blew their entire effects budget on episodes 4 and 5, and so they made 6 just anti. It was the fight between Sylvie and Loki was poorly choreographed and terribly edited. That's all I can say. I did not like, saying this very clearly, I did not like the way Kang or Immortus was portrayed. I swear to God, he invoked Lex Luthor vibes from DC. That's exactly what I got from him. He had his antics, his tics, his quirky talking, his exaggerated demeanor. That's why I'm hoping this is not how he's gonna play Kang.
But Kang is not really. He's not like the most coolest villain. He's so basic.
No, I get basic, but what he played him was eccentric. And I'm telling you right now, rewatch the episode and tell me you don't get Lex Luthor DC movies vibes. He was doing the same thing. And I was what is going on?
That's that variant. There's different type of variants.
And that is what I understand that, but that's not the way to introduce the character to me. I'm telling you right now. At this point, I have no interest in who Kang is because he seems like no threat to the world at all. Yeah, sure, there's more variants of me and it's way worse. No, I'm sorry. That's not the way you introduce even a variant of the next major villain. Could you imagine if that's how we met Thanos? I'm asking you, if you
different
met
version
Thanos,
of himself.
If you met Thanos like this, and he said, "You know what? You guys can kill me. When you go back in time, you're gonna get the darker version of me." Would you take Thanos seriously if you met him like this for the first time, instead of him turning to the camera and smiling?
Like, but that's the villain of him. He's a manipulative, mind twisting man. So he has to play that eccentric role. He has to play that.
No. Yoda had to play the eccentric role because he was testing Luke. Whatever the fuck he was doing with Sylvie and Loki didn't work for me. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't like his character. I remember when he started talking, or eating his apple or whatever. I looked at my son. We both looked at each other like, "Is this really happening? Why is he being portrayed like this?" I understand he's eccentric. He lives a very, very, very long time. And I'm sorry, there's nothing remotely close to imposing about this guy. And I know, sure, he's a different variant. He's gonna be played differently. He's gonna be maybe evil. But I'm sorry, when I look at this guy, when he shows up in Quantum Mania, I'm gonna remember his first impression. First impressions mean everything. They didn't put their best foot forward by showing him like this, even though they explained it. Now, granted, most people who watch the movies don't watch the TV shows, so it doesn't hurt anybody but the people who follow every single thing. I didn't like it, Juancho. I hated the way he was portrayed, and furthermore, why is he black? Why is he black?
Why not? Why? Why does he have to be? What other color?
No, he's white.
Does that matter?
He's white in the comics. He's white in the comics. I'm totally against. Stop for a minute. I'm totally against.
He's not black. He's not white in the comics.
He's a white
He's
guy.
an alien.
No, he's
not.
An
alien.
He's not
Khan
an
the
alien.
Conqueror is an alien.
Kang the Conqueror is the descendant of Reed Richards. What are you talking about?
An alien. Khan the Conqueror is an alien. Look him up.
He's a white guy descendant from Reed
Richards. Not a white guy. No, sir. Nope.
From what I saw, all right, I'll look at it right now.
He's not a white guy.
The Conqueror. Hold on. He's not an alien.
The Conqueror is not white. He's an
alien. He is a descendant of Reed Richards. Is he not? And Reed Richards is a white guy. I'm telling you, I saw the comic origin. He's a white guy with blonde hair who started messing with time.
Nope.
Who is Kang the Conqueror? Kang the Conqueror comics. I'll look at it right now. Where is it? Where is he? He's not an alien. He's from the 31st century. He's Reed Richards' descendant. That's his origin in his name is Nathaniel Richards. His name is Nathaniel Richards. What are you talking about?
That's his alter ego.
That's motherfucker. That's who he is.
Hey,
so what I'm against is race bending. A character that was a certain race, making them black or a minority for no reason whatsoever. Just make a new black character. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what bothers me. Is that he didn't. I don't know why they chose to make him a black guy when Nathaniel Richards he's a white guy in the comics. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? No, most people don't care about this, but it bugs me because I don't understand why can't we just, there it is. Is that Nathaniel Richards right there? I think that's him. I just don't see what's the point of that? You're giving, sure, what's it called? Diversity, but just race bending a character does not mean anything. I think you should just create new characters and call it a day. So that bugged me a little bit. But other than that, I didn't really like the episode. It could have been, and it should have been better. I don't know how better, but the whole let's sit down and talk at a table and they made me explain to you everything for 30 minutes. Have a little fight because you need to have that Marvel mandated action, and then in the end, I mean, whatever. So all I'm curious about though is what happened with Gugu Mbatha-Raw's character. Where is she going, and when we will see her again? Because I love her. But other than that, it was a letdown. I didn't really enjoy it. But the season, but let's by the way, while we're here, let's review the entire season. Just whether you liked it or not. Juancho.
I enjoyed the series a lot. I expected exactly what was going to happen. Fantastic series so far.
Well, yeah, man.
I enjoyed it. Definitely wasn't anything that I expected. I didn't know what to expect. Didn't like the humanizing of Loki, but other than that, I mean, the story was pretty well.
The quick humanizing of Loki, how fast?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ridiculous how fast they did.
Because pretty much it was like all it was like the first episode where they captured him and he saw the ending of himself, and all of a sudden he was like,
it just.
I need to be different.
Yeah,
like, that was it.
That's not Loki. Loki would have been like, well, that's not me.
Right. He would have been like, that's not going to be me.
That's
I know what's going to happen. I'm going to do things differently. I have knowledge now. Like,
so yeah, I agree. I like they took episode 1 and they played catch up. Oh man, we have the Loki from the Battle of New York, but we want him to be like the Loki who killed himself in what you call it in Endgame. No, not Endgame. What is it called? Infinity War.
Yeah.
Because God forbid we have an unlikable protagonist or unlikable main character. I think that whole humanizing thing, it would have been great if he slowly built up to this and then he learned his lesson at the last episode when he said, you know what, I don't want to win. I think this is the right thing to do. That would have been more powerful. I think, let him be mischievous. Let him still dick around. Let him still try and backstab people. Slowly realizing the error of his ways. And it would have been more impactful if when Miss Minutes said, hey, listen, we can take you back to your time. You can win the battle. You can get the infinity. You can kill Thanos. And he says, I don't think so. But no, we knew he was going to say no because he became a good guy at the very first episode. I digress. I'm complaining, but I actually love this series. I loved it a lot. It jumped. It's light years better than Captain Falcon. And it leaped over. Episode 5 and 6 leaped over WandaVision. So It's not my favorite MCU Disney Plus show. So it's Loki, WandaVision, then Captain Falcon. So I loved it. It was a great series. In the end, in hindsight, I cannot wait to binge watch it now that all the episodes are out. That's what I do, and that's about it. So guys, if you have nothing left to say, that's it for today's episode. Let's do shameless promotions.
Wancho_88 or 08. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
It's on private. I put it on private right now.
Why?
Because I started a Instagram war with some people, and I needed to go on private for a few days.
Okay.
That's all.
Tell Roz stop bullying you. Man.
On Instagram.
I lost you. You're talking. We can't hear you. Mute. Yeah, seriously, we can't hear you.
We're mute.
What did you do?
My bad. I got it.
This is him. That's what we saw.
My bad. I got one of my minions in here. Man on Facebook and Man17093 on IG and Twitter or something, and Grindr and all those lovely platforms.
All those great, Of course, I'm Viberev Studios, VIBEREV STUDIOS. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.com. Just find it. It's all there. I love it. And of course, you can catch us to total as a group. Geek Bros with a 0. That's Instagram and Twitter. Geek Bros with a 0 at yahoo.com. That's GEKBR0S. Facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. GEKBR0S. WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place that you can listen to us every week. And of course, check out our video recaps on youtube.com/Viberev Studios. That's it for Keeping Up the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds it's good.
Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.